Hey you guys, and welcome to Friday Reads. And for those of you who don't know what Friday Reads is a hashtag over on Twitter and Bunny from Bunny Case, brought over on Twitter, over here to YouTube, and basically you just tell people what you're currently reading, what you plan on reading for the upcoming weekend. So, I wanted to talk a little bit about my shelves, but I'm going to do that at the end of this video so that those who want to see can stick around, and those who don't have to. But let's go on to what I'm reading. The first one I'm reading is The Program by Susan Young, and I'm reading this with Alyssa from over at ACReads, and we're reading it apart each week, and it's sorted into 3 parts because they actually have parts in this book. So I'm supposed to get to part 1 by Sunday, which is page 121, and I'm only on page 24, so I should get on that soon. And part of the reason why I haven't been reading this is because this book, another book came out on the 17th called Ruthless People by J.J. McAvoy. I'm trying to show you guys the cover, and I'm reading it on my Kindle, and it's awesomeness. I'm 47% through this book. It is so awesome, you guys. Okay, so the tagline for this book was Mr. and Mrs. Smith meets The Sopranos. We have 2 mobster families who made a contract for one of the daughters and one of the sons to marry each other, and it's very, very awesome. They're matched for each other. Liam, that's what the guy is called, he comes from the Irish side of the family, the Irish family. He's kind of like, this woman's gonna be like in my kitchen, cooking my dinner and stuff, and basically leaving me to run the family. And her, she's like the only daughter of like this major crime boss person, and she's like not having any of that. So it's really interesting. I'm really liking it. And for everyone, I have to say, if you want to read this book, I will warn you first that the language, there's like F-bombs everywhere. So if the language offends you, that's going to be a problem. The sex, and there's violence. Like, seriously, when I say that they're in the mob, they're not just not glancing over that fact. These people are full into the mob. They're, you know, yeah, they're not good people at all. So, but it's interesting, their romantic interactions and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to at least finishing this tonight. It's like 3:30 something in the morning, and I'm like, I will just take a nap for like an hour or 2, and I will finish this book. Okay, I will finish this book. So if I manage to finish, whenever I finish Ruthless People, and if I manage to finish my part of the program, I'll kick back and relax with a little of The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. I'm hoping to get around page 50 or wherever that chapter ends. I'm only on page 4. I didn't finish this for the hashtag a yearathon, but I want to get to it now. So you guys, let me know down below if you guys have read any of these books that before, and whether or not you liked them, you hated them, are you guys interested in reading any of them. And I will talk to you guys later. And now I will show those people who wanted to see the a little overview of the bookshelves that I put together that are no longer messy. Yeah, fun times, people. Fun times. So sorry about my shady hammer work over here. Gotta go. So right here is where we have some books. Mostly the ones that are in the back over there are books that the first 2 ones with the Lost Girl and stuff right there are like some that I kind of want to read and probably give away. These right here are all I'm currently reading. This one, these one, and then that one up there, but not these 3. And then we have some books that I took out of boxes. V.C. Andrews for the win. You'll probably be seeing, I wanted to finish some of these series, so you'll probably be seeing some V.C. Andrew books in a haul. And then we have some David Eddings over here, who's like a really high fantasy author, and I have a lot of his books, but I've never read him. And then we have this whole series that I need to get to, another urban adult series, 2 series that I bought, never read. Another one, I've read most of Ender's Game, but I need to reread them, along with Dicey's Song, same thing. There's some classics right there, and just random. You guys can see I started getting lazy and just tried to go with the flow in accordance with this. These are all my myth books. I still need to shore these up. And also some another series I forgot. I only read the first 2 books I remember, but like my cousin gave me like a lot of myth books at one point, so I really enjoyed them and just have been buying them randomly. But I hope to finish that soon. And then basically just random books like that had like a random weird shape. One over here, so like 5 People You Meet in Heaven. The most of the things that I kept the same would be the Doctor Who books, Harry Potter's back there, and the Aragon series. I don't believe that last time I showed you guys this, but this is the other shelf that is in my room. I mean, I have 2 others, but this is the one I was also actively working on. And if you guys can see at the top here, I have a lot of box sets. Now, these boxes here, like these ones are here for a specific reason, because down below they have the corresponding books with the same author, or just more in the series. So like I have the Beautiful Creatures box set up there, but I only had the one with the first 3, didn't have the other one. Plus I had another copy of Beautiful Creatures. I have the Vampire Academy back set up here, and then I have the rest of the series. I have my John Green box set, and then all the way down below I have like a lot of John Green books. And then I also put in this category David Leviathan, because I wanted to keep his books together, so that's why that's there. Percy Jackson, the rest of the Clockwork Angels, I mean, all that series. And down here just like some big series that I've never finished or like started or whatever, but I don't have like all the books yet anyway, so fun times. So that means that over here we have some more box sets and stuff. They're just there because they're there. And then down here we have some Sonia Soane's, some signed copies of Sonia Soane books. Back there we have some more books. Those are mostly my LGBT books back there a little bit. And then I have some new adult like Rule and all that. And then down here I put some my Patrick Ness books are back there, except for one of them currently. Then these are all my Dan Brown books, except for that right there. That's like my Abby Glines. And then that is another Christopher Rice. You guys may know him as Anne Rice's son. And then you're going into the living room where all the new ones are at. You basically seen them at this point. But here, let's start off with this one. And yes, it looks a little bit different from when you guys seen it. So you'll see a lot of series that are mismatched here. So like some are in hardcover, some are in paperback, and they're also unfinished some of the time. So there's a lot of that right there. Well, I think this series is finished, but hey, a lot of my own Kofor books are right there. Basically the whole Artemis Fowl series, plus his Airman thing. And then we have Holly Black right here. Love Holly Black. So this is kind of like a favorite author thing too. These are all my Garth Nix books. So I have his April series, which I haven't read, but I have 2 of his other series, which I have read and reread. I just recently read this for the rereadathon right there. And then also one of his standalone books. This is mostly just arcs right here that I need to read or have read. And then down here we have my children's self, basically. Well, no, I have more children books than this, but this one was mostly centered around like K.A. Applegate. So you'll see I have a lot of her books right there. And that's the Everworld series by her, and then Michael Grant and her. And then my Twitches series, some of Heartland books I need to buy more of. Some Nickelodeon books like Are You Afraid of the Dark, and some Goosebumps. So there we go. And then this one is mostly filled with my bind-ups. I just put random books right there after I was done. But this has a lot of bind-ups and like big books that wouldn't fit anywhere else, and plus anthology books. And then down here is just like big books that, you know, probably wouldn't fit much place else. But then I wanted to keep authors together, so that's Dean Koontz long size, but then that's the rest of the series in the Automa series. So fun times. Let's just move this out of the way. But you guys have seen this one basically before. It's basically the same full series. I kind of switched some stuff around, but otherwise it's basically the same. You know, Barry Lyga. I had to wonder how many books I had by him. So the Goth Girl and the stuff, it's a series, but the other ones are just books by him. You know, waiting. They have some more books over there. These are usually just the standalone books. some more serious books, serious. And then, of course, I think you guys didn't see this shelf, except on something. So these are mostly just paperbacks that don't, most of the ones in the back are just paperbacks that are single, or maybe I need to get some sequels. But yeah, like, it's kind of a funny story. Saw the movie a long time ago, bought the book, never read it. But basically that's what this is. And then there's the Maximum Rise series. I only need one more book. And then this is another unfinished series. It's a historical mystery. I have the other Penguin Classic Deluxe copy I have, plus Hamlet. And this is basically my fantasy shelf. You guys can see I have Wizard's First Rule, which is the first book in this big series. I actually have 2 copies of it. But all these books behind here are part of the series, and they're like that big. And then I have Jenny Frost, one of my Lord of the Rings. I have, those are like my first copies. This is another box set of it though, up here. I need to get The Hobbit. And then we have like a lot of Gina Showalter, and back here like urban adult fantasy, and then like some more books that I have the first one in a series but not other ones. And then yeah, books with 2 or more in this series, and this one is just like, you know, my Jim Butcher and stuff. So that's basically what I had to show you guys for now. I mean, this right here is just randomly here. Like, some books, I don't know why they're just there. They're just randomly there to keep them out so I can see them and stuff. I hope to you know, finish, like get to a point where I don't have to double show, so I can show you guys everything. But today is not that day, sadly. You guys let me know what you guys thought. Is there any book that you thought that you guys saw that you guys want to know more about? Maybe I can read it soon or something. Let me know, and I will see you guys later. Bye.